Hello, welcome. In this video, you will learn the musical alphabet and you will also learn how to play the chromatic scale on your ukulele. This is a very useful skill because once you learn the chromatic scale, you will know where all the notes are on your instrument and you can get really creative with it. This might not be like the funnest lesson in the world if you're not into this kind of stuff, but once you have this foundation of learning, your musicianship levels will like soar. You'll see it. Before we can learn the musical alphabet, we have to go to the piano. And I know that this is a ukulele video, but you're trying to be a better musician. And so in order to do that, it's better done at the piano. Okay, so on the piano, we have white keys and we have black keys. By the way, please use the PDF in the description box or under this video. It's totally free and it will really help you kind of like absorb all this information because you'll have it in a document. Anyway, on the piano, you'll notice there are white keys and there are black keys. Each key has its own name. When we go up the piano, we say the notes a certain way, and we come back the piano, we say them a different way. And this will all make sense in a second, I promise. So let's start at C because we will be starting with the lowest sounding string on our ukulele, which is C. Some of you may have a low G, but just to keep everyone on the same page, we're starting on C. Next to C on the piano, you have a black key. That key would go by C sharp. On our ukulele, that would be the first fret. After we've played C open, we put our finger on the first fret and we get C sharp. And so if you're playing with a piano player and they're pressing their C sharp key and you're pressing here on the first fret of C, you should have the same note because they're both C sharp. When you're getting these notes, please do not pull out. See how nasty that sounds? We just want to push down. And you can have your hand kind of closed and relaxed, or you can put it on the waist of the ukulele and push down. And it's not really a hard push. That's not very nice either. It's just kind of the thumb is falling off. And soft is totally okay. Next we have a white key, and that one goes by D. Next is D sharp. And after that is E. You don't have to keep going down the fret if you don't want to. You can just go to the next string over because that is open E. So right now you have C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. Cool, right? Let's keep going. Next we have F, F sharp, G, G sharp, freeze. You can go to the next string over because that's A sharp, B, and then C. You'll notice that there were no black keys in between E, F, B, and C. So that's why we don't really say E sharp or B sharp because there is no black key in between them. So let's try to do that super slow. All you're doing is kind of adding a finger on the fret and just pushing down gently on your strings. So let's try to do the chromatic scale going up, starting on C. 1, 2, slowly C. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, freeze. You're supposed to go to the next string. I don't know if you did. Let's try again. 1, 2, C, go. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, next string, first fret, F sharp, G, G sharp, next string, A sharp, B, and finish it on C. Even if you didn't make it through all of that, that's okay. This challenge is supposed to challenge you. Let me move closer to the camera so that you can get a better look at this. If you need to watch this time, please just watch. And if you can play along, please play along. 1, 2, starting on C, open. C sharp, D, D sharp, next string, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, open A sharp, B, C. Now going back down the scale, we're going to give the notes a different name, and we call them by flats. So the white keys would stay their name, but the black keys would now be called the flat keys when you're going down the scale. So for example, we have C, B, and now this becomes B flat. Because it's not just B, it's a flattened sound B. It's a lower sounding B. And so that's all that the flat means. It means a lower sounding B. So we have C, then B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, E, E flat, D, D flat, and then C. So your homework for today is to practice the chromatic scale. Practice going up and then practice coming back down. Once you've learned the finger pattern, which is 3, 4, 3. Once you've learned that finger pattern, I would like for you to practice saying the notes, using sharp when you go up the scale and using flat when you go down the scale. I know that's a big homework assignment. I know this, but it's a foundation. Just like when you were learning your language and you learned the alphabet, and that's like a lot of characters to learn. Here, even though we only go from A to G, we have all of these flats and sharps to learn. Once you've got this under your belt, everything else will make sense. So take this as your first hurdle, and once you get past it, things will get much easier. I would love to see you record your progress on this. So if you post a video anywhere, use the hashtag 30-day Uke challenge so that I can find it. And if I see it, I can give you feedback too. Let me know if you have any questions about this, pop them in the comments below, and we'll get back to you. If it's not me, somebody else who's a more seasoned player will also get back to you. Okay, have fun practicing. We'll see you later. Sayonara!